aujourd'hui, nous nous rendons compte que plus de 3/4 de notre population est non bancarisée. Elle est non bancarisée et malheureusement, on constate également que la dimension sociale de la microfinance est totalement délaissée au profit, n'est-ce pas, d'une dimension purement économique. Ce qui maintient donc la grande partie, n'est-ce pas, de la population non bancarisée qui est essentiellement répartie en zone rurale.
Over 75% of the world's rural population is financially excluded, which means that they don't have access to tools or services that help them put money aside for savings or protect them against risks with microinsurance. So that's a huge gap, and this is where the MasterCard Foundation feels that we can make a difference.
It's very important to go rural, particularly in a country like Malawi, because the gap in access to financial services is greatest there. And the main barriers are both distance and emotional gap, and having access to products that are adequately designed to meet their needs. The key points in our strategy for NBS Bank have really focused on delivering a savings product that will be accessible for them. That means that we have sales force that go to the rural areas to open accounts for low-income people using minimal KYC requirements and identification, and making it very affordable, and then also providing a distribution channel where they can go and transact in their own communities or in trading centers where they travel regularly.
Most of the people living in the rural areas, the less privileged, are women. And if we take this service to the rural areas, we are actually taking the women to be players in their own economies, not just mere spectators.
Because it's going to bridge the gap, the infrastructural challenges that we have in getting to financial services to the rural areas, and it's also going to bring down the cost of accessing financial services by the rural population. And I think that one of the ways that we can use in going there is through mobile services as well as points of sales. Points of sales is very important also because it brings confidence. People in the rural area are confident in dealing with one of their own, in carrying out these financial services.
Well, in all of the countries where we work, which the majority of them are least developed countries, the majority of the population lives in rural areas, and they don't have any access to financial services.
Because we'd like to reach a larger number of customers who are currently or underbanked and don't have access to financial services. How? Well, we've learned that agency banking is a key part of that, to bring the bank closer to the customer who feels that they're either, too far away from a bank in terms of distance and money, and also psychologically far away from a bank in terms of their feeling that a bank may not be for them.
We should go rural because when we look at inclusive development or inclusive finance, basically the majority of those who are not yet served by the formal economy are based in rural areas. And at the same time, you cannot ignore, especially in African countries, the large majority of farmers who actually feed the urban growing population. So if you want to avail resources to them, you need to go rural. So you need to think about digital if you want to think rural.
We developed a few products and refined the existing ones. One of the key products that came out from this project was the group savings account, where we go out and look for groups that are existing, already established with structures that are formal, and bank them.
We should go rural because extending financial services to rural areas has great potential for poverty alleviation. Giving unbanked persons in rural areas access to financial services opens the way for them to access other needed services such as health, such as insurance, such as energy, and a host of others. As well, rural unbanked persons open a whole new market for commercial institutions like ours.
Access to financial services in rural areas remains very scarce in Ghana. The Bank of Ghana statistics shows that only 6% of Ghana's population have access to or have bank accounts.
In my country, Ghana, most of the economic activities are in agriculture, and agricultural workers are mostly in the rural areas where there are no banks. There is a need for financial services for these people. For this reason, it is necessary to take digital financial services to the rural people.
Toute institution qui ambitionne de réduire le niveau de pauvreté ou bien d'accroître le niveau de vie des populations doit aller dans les zones rurales. Et aujourd'hui, avec le système de téléphonie mobile, on peut atteindre ces zones rurales.
Most of the clients that you are targeting, they're actually in the rural areas and they have no financial services provided. We don't have banks in the rural areas.